according to the United Nations World Food Programme, says 30.6 million Nigerians face acute food insecurity. Experts blame on many factors, which include the security challenges in the North and Middle Belt, post-harvest losses, poor storage facility, and a couple of other issues. Over the years, there have been efforts at boosting food production in Nigeria, taking advantage of its over 70 million hectares of land, multiple agroecological zones, and a climate favorable for year-round farming. There have been several other such interventions by governments at council, state, and federal levels, including the Produce for Lagos program and the 500 billion naira guarantee fund scheme by the Lagos state government. In September, the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Yari, said the prices of food items have crashed across the country, but some Nigerians differ, saying they are yet to feel the ease.
Before, we said chicken for it before, but now we sell 5,000 naira.
This one, before I selling 300, now I selling 500 because only it don't cost. Down I selling, before I selling 3,500, now I selling 6,000. Everything don't cost.
About 2 months ago, we are buying the food. Like rice or back of rice is 70-something thousand naira, like 75, 78, 73. But now 60, 62, 50, 55 safe. So if I look, it's gone down now. Not say like if I was increasing the price now.
2025 marks the 80th anniversary of the annual World Food Day, which is celebrated on October the 16th every year. This year with the theme, Hand in Hand for Better Food and a Better Future, the United Nations target building a peaceful, sustainable, and food-secure future where everyone has access to a healthy diet. To achieve this, experts suggest the way forward must be comprehensive, from tackling insecurity to investing in climate resilience farming to improving storage, irrigation, and transportation systems. That's in addition to strengthening farmers' cooperatives, access to finance and research. With the right investment, policies, and protection for its farmers, Nigeria may be on its way from food insecurity to food sovereignty. Because in a nation so richly blessed, no one should go hungry.
If you order Bolt, InDrive, or Uber and you see this man run for your life.
The minute I entered this man's car, there was something hanging in front of his mirror. It looked so fetish and...
But this same man picked me up, May 3rd, and he did the same thing.
Chef Bolt, Chef Uber, Chef InDrive.
I'm getting scared because like, oh my God, what if he's the one? You guys, please be careful.
This is the man who goes around in Bolt, InDrive, and Uber, allegedly robbing women of their belongings, raping ladies in his ride, and pretending to offer safe transport while carrying knives, scissors, guns, and other weapons in his car.
This guy has pepper spray, he has gun, he has sharp weapons, whatever.
For months, young women have cried out, sharing stories of their painful encounters with this predator. They talk about how he allegedly threatens them, hurts them, and strips them not just of their possessions, but of their dignity.
And you are telling me I'm not with your food. He's like, you want me to kill you here? Immediately now brought out the knife. He was not holding the knife. He said he's going to stab me to death. Started diverting to another route. That do I have condom inside my bag? Look at what he was asking me. I said I don't have condom inside my bag. He now searched my bag. That he's going to sell my body in parts. That he already has people that will buy my body.
Despite these cries and warnings, he is still on the road. He is still picking up unsuspecting women and still moving through Uber, Bolt, and InDrive like a hunter waiting for his next victim. And the most heartbreaking question remains, why is a man like this still allowed to drive? Why has no company taken firm action to protect the very people they promise safety to?
Uber are still allowing this man to drive after he has victimized a lot of girls.
Every day they're going to complain about our riders. Every day.
So why would Uber and Bolt and InDrive allow a known criminal walk with them?
Will you be employing a highway robber to be on the highway picking people?
Every day that passes without justice is another day of risk for countless women. What use is technology if it cannot protect the vulnerable? What good is business when it ignores the cries of the broken? To the companies, the question is simple. How many more women must be hurt before you act? How many more tears must fall before you listen?
Please, Nigerian police, come to our help. Like, the government should look into it, police, they should look into it, and even close to like 8 or more were saying, oh, I've inside this man car before, oh, I'm a victim, oh, I almost got kidnapped. What? The worst part of this issue is that it has been reported to the police, but police did nothing about it.
To every reader, this is not just a story. This is a call to wake up, a call to demand safety, A call to make sure that no man, no matter how cunning, is allowed to use the wheel as a weapon against women again. Because as long as this man is allowed to drive, every woman on the road is in danger.
The government is not doing anything. Somebody should do something about this guy.
Every single day, Lagos generates over 13,000 metric tons of solid waste, more than many African countries produce in a week. But less than half of this waste is properly collected or disposed, while the rest piles up in streets, markets, and growing dump sites across the city, turning communities into ticking time bombs. From Ojota to Agege, Ayobo to Iyanoba, and across Lagos, waste is piling up faster than it can be managed, threatening both the health of residents and the environment.
Very hard, like just to struggle for myself and for my kids too. So that life in this place is just for you to look for somewhere to just hide your head, just put your head.
And they face a lot of challenges here in this place because like what I'm saying here, the place they live, kind of work they do, where they cook and what they eat every day. It's going to affect them because many of them are here just for them to survive.
There is just one of two things that is come up is that they will have to sell something before they will see money here to eat. Either they sell plastic or a rubber or keg or nylon, so they'll need to sell it. They'll work hard to get the money here, but in this place you see a lot of people, they are living here. It's not like they don't have the money to rent house, but the money is too hard for them to see. Even though if they see the money safe, they will have to buy something. If rain fall, you will see a lot of water before you are coming into this place.
But beyond residents, thousands of people depend on these dump sites for survival, selling foods and scavenging recyclables in risky and unhealthy conditions just to make a living. The question remains, how is the government tackling this challenge, and what is the plan for communities like Ojota, where the health of thousands is at stake?
We have monitoring and compliance officers who go around to enforce environmental laws. So since last year, we've arrested and prosecuted close to 200 offenders for littering, for dumping bulk waste. And we've also sealed a lot of facilities, commercial facilities that have not been obeying the environmental laws. We need to reduce the amount of waste we're generating. We need to reuse as much of that waste as possible, and also to recycle as much as possible. And that's the gospel we've been taking throughout the state. We're currently running a 2-bin system in Lagos. We have 2 bins, a green bin.
Officials confirmed that the arraignment is scheduled to take place at the Guarimpa Division of the Federal Capital Territory High Court. According to court documents, Chris Ngige is accused of abuse of office and corruptly conferring undue advantage on companies linked to his associates while serving as the supervising minister of the Nigeria Social Insurance Trust Fund between September 2015 and May 2023. In addition, the EFCC alleges Ngige accepted monetary gifts through his campaign organization and scholarship scheme from some of the NSITF contractors between May and June 2022. Ngige is expected to be as proceedings in the High Court continue. In Lagos, the state governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has reiterated his administration's commitment to improving the safety of residents, pledging continued investment in technology, equipment, and partnerships to boost security operations across the state. Speaking at the 19th Annual Town Hall Meeting on Security in Victoria Island, the governor said effective security remained central to Lagos' economic growth and social stability. Government, private sector, security agencies, and communities must work together to build a safer city. Sanwo-Olu disclosed that the Lagos State Security Trust Fund received about 1.85 billion naira in donations and spent roughly 1.77 billion naira on interventions within the year. He added that the state had procured patrol vehicles, motorbikes, marine craft, and surveillance equipment valued at over 5 billion naira to support security agencies, including the recent deployment of 100 additional vehicles ahead of the festive season. He commended security operatives for professionalism in combating crime, including arrest of kidnapping suspects and other offenders, reaffirming that Lagos would continue adopting modern technology-driven strategies to ensure the safety and confidence of its residents, especially as the state prepares for increased activities during the Yuletide period. Meanwhile, ahead of next year, President Bola TINUBU has called for timely legislative approval to enable the government to draft the 2026 appropriation bill. This is contained in a statement while transmitting the 2026 to 2028 medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper to the National Assembly. We have more in this.
The President Bola Tinubu's administration has unveiled a new national framework designed to harness Nigeria's marine and aquatic resources, identifying the blue economy as a vital driver of economic diversification, employment generation, and long-term national prosperity. Vice President Kashim Shettima, who represented President Tinubu, was speaking at a presidential party with participants of the Senior Executive Course 47 of the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Studies. He commended the quality of work presented by the participants, noting that it highlights the opportunities to be leveraged, the challenges to be addressed, and the policy areas requiring refinement.
The work presented by Senior Executive Course 47 provides valuable awareness of the opportunities we must seize, the challenges we must confront, and the policies we must refine. I commend the National Institute for sustaining its tradition of analytical rigor, creativity, patriotism, and selfless service to the Nigerian state.
The Director General of NIPSS, Professor Ayo Omotayo, presented findings from the Institute study titled Blue Economy and Sustainable Development in Nigeria.
In the report, we have seen the areas of overlaps, we have seen the areas of conflicts across various agencies, and we believe that unless we solve governance problem, a whole lot of investment that would have come into that sector will not happen. With what we have done, you see that I also give Mr. President the roadmap of how to implement all the recommendations. With that, we have a step-by-step guide on what we need to do to ensure that the marine and blue economy contributes what it's supposed to do.
Participants are assured that the new blueprint will receive urgent government attention as part of efforts to secure the country's marine environment and position the blue economy as a major pillar of national development.
In the chambers, members of the House of Representatives are urging the federal government to consider waiving COVID-19 intervention loans for vulnerable households and small businesses, saying many beneficiaries are still unable to recover from the pandemic's economic effects. Lawmakers warn that strict repayment demands risk worsening hardship in communities already battling inflation and low income. Our next report tells more.
The House of Representatives has called on the federal government to reassess its approach recovering COVID-19 intervention loans, arguing that many low-income families who accepted the support are not in a position to repay. During plenary, lawmakers said the facility was meant to cushion the pandemic's impact, not to saddle beneficiaries with unmanageable debt as the economy struggles to rebound.
Recognizes that the COVID-19 TCF was fundamentally a survival support loan, not a conventional business facility, as many households use the fund for essential needs such as food.
Abdullahi said many beneficiaries took loans when businesses were closed and incomes were halted, and that pressing for immediate repayment will undermine efforts to restore livelihoods.
He has agreed that substantial numbers of people have repaid this loan, and some people refused to pay. What is the fate of those who have paid while we are now seeking for waivers?
The Deputy Chief Whip argued that government policy should prioritize human welfare over short-term revenue.
It is even confirmed that most of the coronation of the Obas of Benin happens in most of all those communities.
Yahweh held a compassionate targeted waiver for genuinely vulnerable groups, saying such relief would relieve local comments and rebuild financial confidence. Lawmakers say a careful review is needed to ensure any relief measures are fair, transparent, and properly targeted to those unable to repay because of the circumstances beyond their control.
And in party politics, the Labour Party has ruled out granting Peter Obi an automatic presidential ticket for the 2027 general elections. The party emphasized that all aspirants, including high-profile figures like Obi, must contest through the party's primaries to secure the nomination. Labour Party's National Publicity Secretary, Obiora Ifo, stated that tickets will be decided at the party convention and warned that no candidate will receive special treatment. He noted that Obi's limited engagement with the party leadership in recent months adds uncertainty to his candidacy. The decision reflects Labour Party's commitment to internal democracy, ensuring that what happened in 2023 when Obi emerged as the candidate with minimal contest will not be repeated. The party also expressed concerns over Obi's involvement in coalition discussions outside the party, describing it as contrary to Labour Party's interest. Welcome to sports. Nigeria's Super Falcons have dropped one place to 37th in the latest FIFA Women's World Ranking, released by the Global Football Governing Body. The 9-time African champions have been ranked 36th in the previous table, but slipped slightly after a period of inactivity in the most recent international window, which affected their ranking point. Despite the marginal drop in global standing, the Super Falcons remain the highest-ranked women's national team in Africa, ahead of South Africa, which has 55, Ghana, Zambia, and Morocco. The ranking reflects a competitive landscape in African women's football, but underscores Nigeria's continued continental leadership. Nigeria's recent fixtures included 2026 AFCON qualifying matches against Benin Republic, but the team did not participate in other international fixtures during the ranking period, contributing to their slight downward movement. And ahead of the AFCON happening this month, Super Eagles head coach CHELLE has released Nigeria's final 28-man squad for the 2025 African Cup of Nations, with goalkeeper Francis Uzoho and striker Paul Onanchu making surprise returns, while Odense goalkeeper Maduka Okoye has been dropped. Despite injury concerns, Stanley Nwabali keeps his place with Uzoho and Amaz Obasoge completing the goalkeeper list with forward Tolu Arokodare. Welcome to entertainment. The entertainment space is buzzing once again, and this time at T-Dollar at the center of the conversation after stepping out in a full frontier wig, a hairstyle traditionally made for ladies, now confidently rocked by him as part of his latest creative rollout. Fans say the bold look sits perfectly on his Ogba persona, adding a fresh twist to the identity he has built over time. The wig moment didn't come alone. Alongside his photos and videos, T-Dollar dropped light-hearted notes, including one saying, "Yoruba girls are the prettiest," and another teasing that boys go rock wig tire this December. Both posts instantly caught attention and have since become part of the growing excitement surrounding his new music push. Known originally as a dancer before venturing into music, T-Dollar's shift into a more expressive, playful image is being embraced by supporters who call themselves Ogba Nation. His girlfriend, popularly referred to as Iyawo Ogba, has also stepped into the spotlight with him, amplifying the momentum around the new look and the music it's helping promote. For many fans, the frontier wig isn't just a style choice. It's another example of T-Dollar's confidence and his ability to turn an ordinary moment into a full-blown cultural talking point. And from the reaction so far, Ogba Nation is fully behind him as he blends fashion, humor, and music into one December wave. And that will be it on this broadcast on African News 24 TV. Thank you for tuning in. Please stay connected with us on all our social media platforms. And don't forget to visit our website at africannews24.ng for the latest updates. I'm Timothy Crown. Adiribigbe. Goodbye for now.